There you are, Ziad. How's it going? Whiny, how you doing? Hello, Madness. Was that an accident? I don't know. I clicked, let's stream, let's go, and then I turned and realized after a few minutes nothing had happened. So, I don't know. Maybe it kicked off as soon as I kicked it on? But, you know, doesn't matter. Here we are. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can't wait to have all this Madness Day stuff behind me. It was a good time, but like, man, what a wait, you know? Oh shit, the real boy has subscribed for 5 months on a 5-month streak, dude. Thank you very much. GG Sartorial for 62 months now. I feel like every time you subscribe, it's a new invented number. The highest number of all. Thank you very much for sticking around for so long. Also, Angel Drawers, how you doing? The Faster Slowpoke, Mercury the Idiot, Johnny. Oh, real quiet day today. Hello, can't stay for long because I have a work, but it's nice to see the streams back. Yeah, it's time to get back to normal shit. Madness Day turned my head upside down. It really did. This year was fucking nuts. In a good way. But like, I need some goddamn normalcy back in my life, you know? Let me out of your closet, please. I've been here for 5 years. I miss my family. It's been weird for you, moving to different closets. Legs are choking. Why are you choking your legs? So what I want to do here with this drawing is talk about the work. Is I got this like setup here, pretty cool, right? This is what I want to kind of turn it into. This isn't done either, but like I want a series of these like looking down and seeing, you know, the violence. So that's where my mind is going. Let's use that for the gray though. The flesh gray. That is flesh gray. All right. Demos's hands are already flesh gray. And I need to work around those values. How's it going, Amethyst DK 98, 10 month streak. Thank you for sticking around. Missed the streams, glad to be here. They're all the same. They're all the same. Is the Music Man still working for Experiment 2? The Music Man? You mean Cheshire? Yeah, he's on that. Fandom Random, that is not a finished drawing. I've got work left to do on it. Well, like what I want to do with it is like, see how I have a gun up there, and if you look at it, it's got some crunchy details to play with. I want to stick like a sword and a whole shitload of shell casings and maybe some bloody handprints and feet prints too. You know, like, cause I feel like it's an 8 out of 10, like it's pretty good, but what it's missing is fill out, because the subject matter is like right there, you can't fucking miss it. So like to surround it with details seems like the move. The Doctor is out, subscribed tier 2, 16 months. Hello chat, hello you. How's it going? Thank you. Hello everybody, hello Krinkels, hello Rotten Clanker, how you doing? Anyways, we gotta do the same thing over here. We gotta get this thing moving along. Because like what I also want to do is like have a trio of pieces, in that I want this one to be like the same, but like what, like here I'll just kind of like describe it. I'm surprised I didn't like save the drawing I did, but like, you know how like I have lots of blood all over everything, so like what we do is have like, you know, Sanford bloody face, bloody face, bloody face, and it's like all over the fucking place. Like I might even stick like some corpses of like agents and shit. Actually, I've just talked myself into it. And then have blood everywhere except for in here. You know, maybe it'll be like cracking in from the sides because, you know, like, visually he looks like that. So like that's kind of where my mind is on this one. So we're gonna save that so I can keep that idea. But like I want a 3 pieces. 3 pieces where, you know, someone is looking down on someone else and someone is standing. So that will be 3 pictures that I work on until they're done. You know, in addition to the normal crap I get up to. You can hear Meatball? That's because she's right there. Hello, Meatball. My little bald baby cat. What are you doing? You look very fresh today. It's just weird because I have mega beard going on. This stuff is like a Brillo pad now. I'm growing it out so that for Halloween I could be Harry Dubois. You know, just shave the chin down and then get in my green jacket and act like an asshole. It's my yearly tradition. What type of food Victor love? Probably anywhere but Gills. I feel like Victor's not the kind of guy with a whole lot of company loyalty as far as the product goes. But when he says he'll show up, he'll show up. That's kind of what his value is. You didn't have so much beard last time I saw you. What was your secret? You saw me 3 weeks ago. That's my secret. I'm in a good mood today, guys. How about yourself? Mr. Tequila Sunset. I missed that joke. What? Yeah, Madness Day was 3 weeks ago, and it still weighs heavy on my head. Y'all fucking killed it this year, again. Next year's gonna be wild, though, because we're gonna, like, start introducing MPN modding to the contest. Because I feel like some of that stuff is worthy of putting to contest. You plan to make Halloween update? No, I'm not planning to make a Halloween update. If I'm lucky, maybe 1 or 2 of these drawings could be done by then, but I know you guys don't follow me for drawings. So, yeah, Halloween is probably going to come and go quietly. Swain and I have pivoted behind the scenes at Giving Tree because we've worked a lot on something that we can't show and might not for a while. So we're just pivoting to something we want to do. I hope we'll have something for you here soon, you know, aside from modding, which Swain has been working his ass off on. But, yeah. Hopefully, have a little something to show. Literally a fax machine, bro. How's your day going? I know it's a bit of a random question, but have you played Max Payne? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Max Payne DNA in the earlier Madness Combat cartoons. Did you get new songs of people did in Sin 4? I heard the songs. They were fucking good. Posting a screenshot of Blue Sky? Well, I need to remind myself. What the hell did I post on Blue Sky? Did I? I posted this. He was just going to work. I recorded it while listening to that. It was a long ass time ago. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. Let me see if I can't dig it up. It's like towards the beginning, I think. End of feed. Yeah, this was thrown away, but it was from that concept. We needed an angry character, and I was like, okay, and then I made this, and they were like, no, that's too angry. So we had to change. So he's thrown to the cutting wood floor. God, that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's how long this fucking project's been stagnating, and I'm a little pissed off about it. So it might just get completely parted out for other projects, but I learned a lot, and I'm pissed off about it. But we make it work. I'm going to a barbecue tonight, guys. What are you doing? Learning is still value. It means it wasn't wasted. Yeah, I mean, you're right, but I feel like I could have, like, learned any time that I was doing stuff. I just wish it happened, you know, so. not uncommon L. You know, sometimes you just got to take one to the fucking chin. Things don't work out, but yeah, no, I got like way more into complicated rigs. Substance Painter. I learned Substance Painter really solidly. It's still a fucking mystery to me, but like, you know, I'm further ahead than where I were. It also gave me ideas for what Substance Painter provides and which parts of it I actually want. Because, you know, in using tools, it makes your art look like you used that tool, and a lot of people use that tool. So naturally, the contrarian in me is fighting with the lazy person in me, is fighting with the part of me that wants to make good art, and yeah. You got some art? Let's see it. Who is this guy? Nox? No shit. Okay, instant fave. That fucking rules. What is this? High voltage. Fucking cool. You got cool stuff on your page here. Who's getting a bath? Gentle persuasion. Oh, yeah, Doc can't drive. Okay. How am I? I'm doing great. I'm doing real fucking great. No explanation as to why I'm feeling great. I'm just riding that high, brother. Black Friday around the corner. Oh yeah, what are you guys buying? What's your opinion on Cyber Gods? Oh man, I appreciate the effort they put into their appearance, because God help me, I couldn't do it. I'm not popular enough to be different, as the wise poet Homer J. Simpson said. Now we're clicking more links. Oh, I can barely see this one. Where'd it go? Is that Mickey? Who is that? Original character, he's a Potato Man. Is he wearing an ascot? He's wearing someone else's face. This one baffles me. Follow for more. Da, 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 da. Question, Daddy. I'm not in. Call me that. Where did you learn to draw this good? I learned to draw this good by practicing a lot and reading books. I didn't really start taking myself seriously as an artist until I was like 30, so I recommend getting into books. And, well, more specifically, get serious about it. Like, if you are serious about drawing, go ahead and let yourself get real serious about it, if that makes sense. Because even scraps of the sensation of mastery over something like this feels great. Which books do you recommend? Anything by Bern Hogarth. He's the guy who really got me into it. Loomis, if you look up the word Loomis drawing book, you'll get very, very useful stuff too. But between those two is where I got most of my direction. When Burger Gill Arg, I don't wanna. Do you make available the FLAs of any animations? I mean, maybe someday. I feel like they wouldn't be that useful. They might be more curio and relic, so I don't know. Maybe I'll retire and just give you guys my entire library and see what comes of it. No, I'm not drawing an antipathy icon. Brother, I am drawing, well, coloring a Demos. This calls to me now. You have to understand. The universe has made requirements of me, and I must fulfill them. Oh shit. Speaking of crazy shit, like the words fulfill, who here has played Silent Hill F now? As a horror game enjoyer, I very much enjoyed that one. God, we can't talk about spoilers. ruin it for people. Cause I got an unfavorable ending, but like it was fucking metal. I got a few hours into it. Dude, yeah, no, I played like an hour or two and was like, wow, this sucks, and left it alone, but was encouraged to continue by a friend of mine, and I'm glad I did. Because, yeah, out the gate, that game is very boring, very slow. Not a whole lot of intrigue dropped out the gate, for me anyways. Because, like, yeah, normally a Silent Hill game hits you with a little bit of intrigue and then an hour or two of nothing. This one gives you nothing for an hour or two. I swear by it. I swear it's good. The combat feels strange, but honestly, competent and strange combat is better than clumsy and, you know, supposed to be bad combat, so I'll take it. But yeah, as the game progresses, you get screenshots that make you think like, what the fuck is this Playhouse bullshit? Like, you're out of your mind. Like, what is this game? And then, but it all makes sense. Or maybe I just got lost in the sauce, but if that's the case, that means it did its job. All I mean to say is Silent Hill F is way better than I thought it was going to be. Even in your 50s, you'll still be drawing or madcom? I'd love to do art until I'm dead. And I'm not being hyperbolic. Keep coloring that Demos, Crank. Oh, you know I will, Rotten Clanker. You know, this is all I'm good for, so I'm gonna do it. Anyways, I gotta take off. Work calls to me. Enjoy the rest of the stream, everyone. Thank you for dropping by, Zep. I know you don't have to, but you do, and I appreciate that. Interessante. Kind of like that. Wouldn't you be sad if you were killed? Wait. Wouldn't you be sad if you killed Ronald McDonald? Oh, I see what you're driving at. Yes, I would be terrified, mortified of myself. Man, I had hung out in a mall a little bit. Should make some time for that. Swear to God, it's like watching me do this. It's like it must be like watching someone coloring for the first time. I like these fucking rough ass lines. I just need to control them a little more. It's not the roughness, it's the lack of control. I had fun making my piece. Next time, I've got to actually put more time and start my project earlier. Y'all are so friggin' talented. No, dude, if you don't place, don't take that as a slight of any site. Because, like, the people who put together art for this sort of thing are all phenomenal. Like, I wouldn't place in my own goddamn contest. Like, let's not forget that. Highly recommend reading the comic about N51. It's so fucking good. Oh, man. It's gonna make me read. Mayday? Ah, no, this isn't a comic, this is just words. This is cool as shit, though. Can I eat this drawling? Drawling. You know what? No. No, he's wearing Velcro, that's right. How can I read this? There ain't no pictures. Well, like, personally, I try to avoid reading novelized stuff that's, like, so ripe with ideas and enriched. Because I took a page from, who is it, Terry Pratchett's Usenet days and realized that maybe running my brain through so many fan contributions is not such a great idea. Art, animation, that's one thing. It's the writing. Why not? Because I don't want to be accused of lifting ideas out of it. And considering how raw and bare writing is, that is a much easier thing to have happen. It happened to Terry Pratchett a lot back in the Usenet days. So he just stopped reading that shit because he got tired of it. You're pissed that one peak drawing not placing? Dude, there was like a dozen peak drawings that didn't place. Which one you refer to? Feel an itch for me to let you know that there are pictures. You just need to go over pages. I'll keep my mind in where the art is. It's the art. The art is the sauce. Have I ever played Trepang 2? I played the first 5 minutes of it. I need to, like, get over myself and actually play that stupid game. Because I understand it is very good. Thank you, the Frank GR. Making comics seems like magic to me. Like, to do that really, really well, and because anyone can make a damn comic, anyone can do anything, but to do it well feels like extremely hard. Considering how competitive it is out there. I think that's a colored Demos. I forgot what Burger Gill looked like. Burger Gill, get over here. Perfect. Giggle Shitter. You got a kitten named Giggle Shitter? How old is Giggle Shitter? Giggle Shitter is 2 months. Oh, wow, yeah. So they're reaching that age where they're obnoxious as hell. How many years you use Studio Paint? Christ, actually, I don't remember. Maybe 3 or 4? By this point, it feels like I've been using it forever. Not as long as I've been using Paint Tool Sci, which is a program I got into in like 2010, I want to say. Ignoring donations? Did I ignore a donation? You did. You did. What a question you asked, too. What if someone dropped an entire graphic novel for Madness Day? I'd probably pull them to the side and ask them if they need funding or something. Like, we're talking entire graphic novel, right? But you're right. I've become wealthy with bits. What's another 5? The greedy streamer. I should make the jar really, really fucking big. Yeah. Oh wait, I can make it wide. Can't I? Oh hell yeah. Perfect. The greed pot, yes. You ain't getting no bits from me anymore, fuck you. You'll be back. My pot of greed grows ever bigger. More space for greed. Ah yes, this is my pot. I keep my greed in here. Down a notch. Oh wait, there's nothing back there. What am I doing? Get out of there. Oh, for God's sakes, man. Bits and mercury. Alright, that's a loud one. Chill out. Speaking of bits, have 10 for no discernible reason. Fuck yeah, I'll stack those on all the other bits I got. Oh, he's got red down the front. That's gonna get real confusing with all the blood. Shit. Didn't do the lines good enough. 20 bits for the wide jar of bits. Yo, thank you. Wide bits for wide jar. What is your methodology for line weight? Wing it. I have no method. I mean, look at this shit. You get up close and it's just schmutz. Schmutz and nonsense. However, I need some more lines. I fucked up. He needs a collar. That'll have to do. I went way too close. Wait, who got in here with the birthday? Oh shit, the Orca woman, you turned 20 today. That fucking rules. Happy birthday. Everyone, chat, say happy birthday. It looks like I was the last one to notice anyways, so. Couldn't resist the wide jar. Here's my last bits. Also, happy birthday. Yes, Orca woman, happy birthday. I ain't ignoring shit. I am on it. I am on noticing the donos. Absent on September 29th. Oh, don't even sweat it. You probably had more important shit to do, like anything. Nice little Shrek green there. When's the cooking with Krinkels stream? You don't want to see that, man. You don't want to see that. I barely cook, man. What are you drawing today? I am drawing Demos and Gil. Demos is not taking it well. Oh, hang on a sec. Jump to present. Will you continue anytime? Draw for... Oh, this I hope to put on Etsy, if it's good enough. What is the sub sound? I think it's from Cedric's made those sounds for the Deadmo series, the chain moving around. Massive Sergeant has resubbed for 11 months. Hey, hello, motherfuckers. What's up, dude? How'd Gil lose those teeth? Probably had him beat out of his head. Crescent Mage Prime, 43 months. That's way too fucking many. We can play some Helldivers again, man. It's like I stopped playing and I just forgot to get back in. Been playing a lot of TF2. TF2? Alright. Say what you will about me, guys. I already said my goodbyes to TF2 years ago. Ever played Fear? Yeah. It's one of those game series where the further along it goes, the less good it gets. Because that first Fear game was fucking awesome. Why is 1-bit just spinning in this inside the jar? Because he's really, really excited to be there. Or it might be a side effect of me making it wide. Like the physics get fucked up or something. Stop spinning. Let me. All right. Let's get to the jar. Where's that? Transform. Get to school. Ah, perfect. No. There. We'll do a tiny, modest jar. Can you see it spinning now? Fix it. I guess I just look ridiculous now. Business as usual. You're always ridiculous. Yeah, no, I know what I am. I carry no delusion. Have you played any of the Dying Light games? Have I? Library Dying. Yeah, there it is. I played for all of 29 minutes, so no, I really haven't. You're missing out. I don't know, man. I played Silent Hill F not too long ago. That was fun. Fell back into Hitman a little bit. Did a couple missions in there and forgot. Well, reminded myself that I had forgotten about how good that game is. Silent Hill F, though, I need some friends to play that game. I want to talk about it. Corn on the Rob. Subscribed for 4 months. Have you ever thought about having a dog in camera view on your stream? Getting topical. No, I don't have a dog. I have a meatball little cat. And sometimes she's on camera, but she's very capricious. I had 2 cameras here, and I kind of want to get a second camera again so I can point it down at the floor so you can see her walk in and out of here. Because, you know, cat, she just wanders like a fucking ghost, a specter. Get the cat camera. Can it be Wi-Fi connected to my computer so that no matter where she wanders, we could see where she is? Wait, then she'd wind up doxing me. She'd show you everything that's in my house. And this is where he keeps the guns. This is his gold and corncob fucking vault. Yes, that's the point. Yeah, see, I'm onto your shit, Ziad. When's MC13 coming out? Probably 2027. I got other shit to do between now and then. I know this news is not coming to you well, but that's the truth. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of shit going on between now and then. Fatten up this friggin' line. Wish I was good at lines. Instead I have to just etch and pat these fuckers. Oh wait, I'm zoomed way in. No wonder I hate them. They're fine out here. They're perfectly fine out here. Man, I gotta go. Fandom Random, thank you for dropping by. Definitely appreciate your attendance. Yeah, I wish I... It's a weird race. MC13 is going to be the last one between Realm 2, or Realm 6 Max 2 and MC13. I feel like, without knowing anything, Max 2 might come out first, but Realm 6, knowing Kelzad, he's going to stack that thing to the ceiling, and that might take him some time, so... He puts it in the backgrounds. Yeah, well, yeah, his backgrounds are unreal. but he's very much cut from the cloth of the kind of artist that likes to just keep going, and lots and lots and lots of little things add to one very big thing. And to good effect. That's exactly how I go about it. Alright, let's yellow up those nasty teeth. Oh, gross. Gil, wash them. Beige, and then just color it up as we go forward. How hard was it to judge this year? I'm still licking my wounds. Judging is the worst part of the year for me, and I'm not even kidding. Of the scheduled nonsense that I get up to every year, judging Judging Madness Day is always like the most brutal and unpleasant thing I have to do. Have I played Blood? Oh god, yes, I've played Blood. I've been playing, oh Christ, no, you reminded me, that game Cruel came out with episode 2 not too long ago, and Crypt Voice made music for that game, and it's fucking good. Crypt Voice being, of course, one of the musicians from the Madness Combat fandom, and Cruel is a wildly good game. Loosely based on the aesthetics of Blood, but, you know, still very much its own thing. Cooker, subscribed at tier 1. Dude, thank you. Welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. Cultic? Thinking about Cruel. No, I'm thinking about Cruel. I have not played this. You're right. I am thinking of Cultic. Sweeb, thank you very much for, one, making me look like a goddamn idiot, but two, correcting me. Thank you. Cruel is a game I have not played yet. It's in my library. I have not played this game yet, but it's also blood-coded. You can see how I kind of got confused. No, you are right. Cultic is the one that came out with episode 2 recently. Good lord. What does your gaming funds look like? What do you mean? Like, how much money do I spend on this shit? Too much. How many games do I got? Like, a lot of friends. Game 750. Yeah, no, I'm lousy with games. I have a terrible tendency to snap up $5 games because they're only $5, and now I have 500 $5 games. It only cost me as much as a used car. Good God, I got a problem. I think you like video games. I think I like video games too. I have 20 games like Arma 3. God, Arma invited a lot of copycats. But it was a very, very interesting setup. Okay, Gil. Gil Burger. You nasty fuck. Get out of here. Alright. Let's see if we can add shading. Now, do we want the light to come from behind Demos or in front of Demos? What do you guys think? Because on one hand, we'd have the shadows doing something like... get smaller, fucking bozo. Let's do this. So on one hand, we'd have the shadows like so. And then he'd be all like like so. There'd be something like that going on. Might be kind of cool. Alternatively, actually, I think I like behind as well because otherwise it looks like that. Not as dramatic. Right? So there might be some shadow here. Oops. Alright, y'all talked me into it. The people have influence over... Yeah, I invite them to have influence over me. Let's decide together. It's fun that way. If I wish to wash myself of your influence, all I need to do is end the stream. Reason being, his shadow can't like come out over here. It's too confusing looking. This music's fucking cool. Give us advice on shading. I'm bad at shading, Rotten Clanker. The best advice I ever got on shading is to, like, something I always had a hard time with, especially noticeable in my older drawings around 2014, 20 to 2016 or so. I had no idea where the light was coming from or what light was even supposed to be doing. I'd say pay very, very, very close attention, and then, of course, this is where I turn you to books by Bern Hogarth, who talks about dynamic lighting, and it helps you kind of think about 3D shapes in 2D space and the kind of lights they will cast. Of course, everything comes down to practice, so. Archbonnie, 76, thank you for the 3-month advance subscription at Tier 1. How do you keep working on a project you know will take a long time? Understand what your purpose is, gradient red or blue. That's kind of what I do, which sounds fucking cringe as shit, like really, really goofy stuff. What is my purpose? I make video games. But like sometimes that's what it takes, you know? That's about the long and short of the advice I got for that. Just remember what you're doing it for. Whether it be for money, for simple purpose, like knowing why you're alive. Because like, dude, life is confusing and horrible and weird and lots of terrible things are happening, but knowing why you're here, even just a little bit, kind of like alleviates that. Purpose is important. And sometimes your purpose is to just draw little stupid drawings. How's your day been? Pretty good, pretty good. I might go for a barbecue later. Depends on whether or not it rains. Got a couple ribeyes in the fridge. And if that don't happen, I'm just gonna crack open Hitman and play video games all night. I worked out 6 days this week. I've been like real manic lately, so like just but I feel great. I feel nice and exhausted. I don't feel like I have to do anything today, you know? Hitman are so good. Dude, that Hitman 1, 2, 3, the new man, whatever. Masterpiece. Absolute fucking masterpiece. The whole thing, front to back. The only bad mission is Colorado, and it sucks. And I won't be arguing with you on that. But even then, it's still fun. Grinding SASO. Oh god, I got SASO on like a bunch of maps, and then I just realized, what the hell am I doing? Like, no, I don't like doing things perfectly if it comes at a cost of my fun, you know? I'm surprised nobody has mentioned dinner too today. Dude, around our house, we still like... me and my girlfriend will still say, like, anytime we're like not arguing, but like trying to decide shit, like we'll say like, oh, should we this or that? And it's like, well, there's the most obese man at the table. I say we do that. Like, it's like every day it comes up. We make declarations as the most obese man at the table. Isle of Seagal was somehow worse than Colorado. Okay, I forgot all about that stupid map. You're right. At least Colorado is like funny. Isle of Seagal is like, I don't know, it reads like fan fiction. And then we went to their private island and beat up all the billionaires. Like, I get the sentiment, but like, I don't know, it reads a little funny, right? Like, it's all power fantasy, I get that, and wouldn't it be fun to stick it to the billionaires, but like, that's how it, you know, reads, and it's kind of funny. Do you know when we will get to see the Phobos plush? Didn't I show you guys the Phobos plush? Pretty sure we're close to showing you the Phobos plush. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed you this guy. He's next. He's next month. He's got a sword. He's got a Nexus emblem on his cape. He's got the one eye. You know, I asked for two because they did it wrong. Yeah, no, we've got a nice little vest. The cowl is very high. You cannot unpop the collar. This is a feature. The little breather thing on the back of his head is its own little thing. The sword is stitched to his hand because he never is disarmed. But yeah, no. Phobos is next, and he looks great because of course he does. Makeshift never fucking misses. A Garrett Goyle plush. Maybe I'll make it a long plush for no fucking reason. Bandit plush when? I don't know, man. I'll be surprised if I'm still selling shit in 2026. We'll see. We'll see. $10 bits to crush Phobos plush head. The doctor is out. 10 bits is not enough for violence. I thank you for them, but I need at least 100. I'll play hardball with you. You want to see violence, you gotta pay up. Pay up deep. How badly you want him to hurt? All right. The doctor is out. His head's a little larger than the others, so it doesn't squish quite the same. But it squishes all right. See, much larger head than normal. He's tough. He's tough. He can fucking handle it. Get out of here. Take a sip of your drink right now for 5 bits? Man, it's sugar-free Rockstar. Don't need to be asked. I'll just do this. Have you ever had hell as in the energy drink? No, I've never even heard of it. Oh shit, the Orca Woman, you're going out for Brazilian? That shit's so awesome. We got one of those here in town, Fogo de Chao. It's kind of a special occasion place and it friggin' rules. You gotta show up with like 2 days of hunger built up. But it's so good. They're gonna have to remove me with a forklift. Yeah, oh god. Are you going to a Fogo or just something similar? Because like, I like the way Fogo does their the salad bar because it's basically just like lunch, and then you get the meat on top. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely obscene. Indian food so bad, dude. Yeah. I'm a simple man. My Indian food order is just butter chicken. Love that stuff. What's your Indian food order? Five to seven samosas of various filling. Do you still own any gas masks? I absolutely do. I own several. I'm a big mask guy. I have like 6 of them on the wall over there, and like 5 of them back there, and then like another 10 or so in my basement. Yeah, I got like the GP5, the Israeli, something called an M10. I think it's from Chechnya. I think I own 2 GP5s. Then another of some bizarre description I couldn't remember. I need to get some more. This shit's fun to just collect. See you later, the York woman. Have a good time yourself. It sounds like you got a great time ahead of you. Rob Banks would be a great drag king name. Rob Banks. God, there's got to be people out there named Robert Banks. Like, there just has to be. Right now, the stream schedule is Sundays. Sundays at noon. This might turn out okay. This one will be fun to finish, but I think the next few streams will be actualizing these things. Where's Gil's hat? Not presented in the drawing. Correct. I will probably wind up drawing that on the floor nearby when I get to the floor details. I had mentioned in this cartoon, or this drawing is incomplete because I want there to be like shell casings all over the fucking grounds, another knife or two. So this one, I presume my lack of a Gil hat is just because I anticipate there being a lot of gear and debris lying around. But that is a very good insight there, Bernalux. Or maybe you just forgot. No. No. Some water. I didn't forget shit. No. No, 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 no. I never forget anything. His head shouldn't make this much of a shadow. I'm way too young for dementia. You guys are just mean now. Y'all play too rough. It's alright, we're here for you until you go to the nursing home. Oh, you guys. Gonna tear up. Y'all putting a tear in my eye. Reminds me of that Fat for Survival where Demos holds Gil like a fuck. Fat for Survival, that's the dude. Damn it. No, I wanted to find that. I wanted it saved. Fat for Survival Gil Demos. Gimme. Gimme. There it is. I want this saved in my memes folder. Forgot about the dimension. You don't have it anymore. I like that. That's fun. Beard is looking alright, ain't it? Is the song name not appearing in the upper right corner, Santiago?
Yeah, Rio Keto.
14 VHF. Thank you for existing. How dare you? That don't look too bad, right? I want to look out my window real quick. I keep hearing Story of Rain. Oh. Oh. Oh, fucking my. Oh, did I not leave you with the chair? Alright, I will leave you with the chair. Man, you guys are out of control. terrorist? Who amongst you is a terrorist? I suppose the blood layer goes now. Blood. What's the color of blood here? That color? Alright. "53 months in a row" from Carvanha. Hope it's going good. Pushing through the first semester of the master's program for healthcare administration. Hopefully I'll have some good news soon. That's fucking awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Congratulations and best of luck as that continues. God, I love to hear it. How long is this stream going to be? I'd like to take a shower. I'm not stink maxing. Oh, you're stink maxing. If you'd rather watch this stream than take a shower, you are stink maxing. That said, I don't know, another half hour, another hour, another two? Depends on if I jump over and start playing Lacerator. Any of you guys heard about the game Lacerator now that it's out? I've been very excited about it. Wrong window, dummy. The Lacerator, yeah, looks like some puppet combo nonsense, and I'm all about it. Look at that. Very cool. Looks like you get to crawl around, play in the soup, get grabbed by a monster, pick locks. I mean, this game has it all. You like those games, don't you? I love those games, the Electronics. That is a lot of blood on the floor. Oh, Demos isn't cleaning shit. Demos was the guy who made the mess. You look dumb smoking, maybe stop. I'm addicted. These stupid ass nicotine vapes got me. But you are right, I need to stop. I do look stupid. Chemical breakdown of blood? I don't know, man. Same stuff as in yours, I guess. Stay in the blood? I don't know what you're talking about. Why would he stay in the blood? He's gonna walk away. I have a question. What were your main inspirations when you started building Madness Combat? Oh, I don't know. Equilibrium, The Matrix, Blade, Terminator. You know, maybe a smidge of RoboCop. Some Leon the Professional. There's a whole lot of 90s action movie DNA in Madness Combat. How about recent? Oh man, that's tougher. That's really tougher. I don't know. I don't got good answers for that. I think I'm just stuck in the 90s. If you're stuck in the 90s, I'll probably be stuck in the 2010s at your age. Well, I mean, if it affects you, man, it affects you. And if that effect is inspirational, then, you know, just run around with it. Have some fun. I don't know, 2016 and Eternal didn't, like, get me. Like, they didn't affect me super hard. Not as much as the original Doom. I mean, I still play the original Doom with GZ Doom, and just fire up slaughter maps, just kill 10,000 zombies in one fucking go. Slaughter maps are where it's at. Oh, it's a great time. I just feel like original Doom with Brutal Doom in a slaughter map pack is a more enriching experience than Doom Eternal. Like, there's more going on as far as like what the game demands of you. It's nuanced and kind of sloppy, but it demands a lot of you. And by sloppy, I mean it's not exactly clear, but you get the idea after a while. Hi gang, I'm here gang. Hi Mitzi. I need to check something real quick. Really love to stay, but I'm tired. It's 9 p.m. and I've been studying for 2 hours. Thank you. Have a great day. Well, shit, dude. Have yourself a great night, and we'll catch you next time. I get the hiccups. Is everyone leaving? I will be abandoned. Yeah, it's tough when you don't know what the hell you're even doing. I dropped out of college because I didn't know what the hell I was doing in there. Not recommended, but then again, don't go to college if you don't know what the hell you're doing anyways. Suppose just figure out what the hell you're doing first. But then again, to listen to me is taking advice from a 44-year-old burnout, so... Well, shit. Colorful Carpet sweeping through here, having gifted a total of 207 gifted subs to this channel, decided to give 20 today to Harmless Boy Kisser, Shirang, Mox Z Zonto, Blueberry Hint, Inotic Algonolic, Wowowowi, Adriana 1291, Movie Debt, Miho 40, Stardust, Jebti, Alfonso Glechner, After Hours Flowers, My Epic Tweet Account 7, Jose von Hallenberg, Brothium Here, Somebody 642, The Star Glitcher, Alyssa, Izzy, and Discipline. Shit. Thanks for the Banger Madness Day. Thank you guys for the Banger Madness Day. It's nothing without you guys. Absolutely nothing. So that's incredible. Thank you. How about when it comes to next Madness Day, we'll talk about the prize pool. Maybe I'll do the coffee thing again. Were the winners already announced? Yes, they were. Colorful Carpet gifted a tier 1 sub to Ziad for a total of 207. But yes, the winners were already announced over on my Newgrounds page. I have to pay them out over the next week. It's going to get very hectic between me and USPS. Colorful Carpet then gifted a tier 1 sub to Rotten Clanker for 209. Holy shit. Alright, Rotten Clanker, make with the emotes. Now you can do it. Good, you're done. It's quite enough damage out of you. Five bits, massive W Colorful Carpet, love that guy. Oh, dude, I am grateful on this day. Middle Age Art Hours, here we go. He looks like shit, not bad. Make the jar large. Why? I want to see if that one bit is still spinning because I don't see anything right now. All right. Well, let's go for large jar. I don't see it in there. We do the wide jar again. Rip spinning bit. Yeah, we're back in the greed pot. In fact, we'll make it nice and tall. Giant fucking jar, hell yeah. Stop compliment fish. Fucking ridiculous, man. You call a stone and suddenly it's psychological games. Alright, Bernalux, what you got there? Fucking cool. He's got an arm. What is he doing with an arm? Probably better do some arm wrestling. Mm-hmm. Sounds fun. Hang on. My pal just canceled the grill that we were going to be doing tonight, so now I'm going to tersely say, that's okay, we could eat later. But honestly, the weather is shit, so these meats can wait. And wait they will. I need advice for how to stay motivated. Okay, Rotten Clanker, you've given me many bits, so I will give you advice as best as I can. Don't rely on motivation. Motivation is like kind of just a little thing that gives you little pushes from time to time. What you really need to get yourself down to is routine and routine and what is this? This is another discipline. That's the word. How did I forget the word discipline? Routine and discipline with the focus on routine. Instead of saying like, okay, and draw, and then you can't because, you know, there's nothing in your head. Just set aside time for drawing. This is the time I draw. Every goddamn day I draw an hour, you know? So like whether or not you even want to, you will, because that's who you are. You do this natively, just all the time, you know? Just motivation will not last. You need routines and you need discipline. Make time for drawing. Obey the time you give yourself for drawing, and of course never forget why you got into drawing in the first place. You're probably really excited about drawing. You're excited about other people's drawings. You're motivated by this shit. So use that motivation to establish a routine of drawing. You know, fold that into your personality. He's the guy who's drawing all the goddamn time. I hope that helps. Because that's kind of, you know, the sort of things I wind up dragging myself out of the slop whenever I'm feeling low and slow. There's been a lot this summer, man. I am not happy with that. Rotten Clanker, I can't tell if you're talking shit or being honest, but I will take your compliments. Or rather, I will take your observation as a means of you maybe listening. Because I don't have like a roadmap for how you get disciplined, how you get, you know, put your routines down. But all I know is that like if you make time for it every day, in a month you will have 30 like if you only draw for an hour a day, in a month that's 30 hours of drawings, you know. So think about it like that. Like, no matter how many times I try and break it apart philosophically or intellectually, everything I do is just little things done 1,000 times. You know, that's just like, because this drawing is little tiny brush strokes all the time. I might not work on it all the time, but when I do work on it, it's just draw, 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 put it down, pick it up, draw, 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 and then eventually you get something. The madness animations are like, they're it's very obvious. You keep hitting F6, you move the little guy, you hit F6, you do that 100,000 times and you wind up with a cartoon. Isn't that fucking nuts? You didn't have to make a whole cartoon. You didn't have to have this grand gesture of power. You just had to do a little simple thing 100,000 times. And that's sort of what like practicing drawing is. You sit down, you draw for half an hour, you do it again tomorrow, you do it again the next day, you do it again, you do it again. Eventually you find yourself like feeling weird if you don't do it. And then in a couple years, you got 1 million drawings. So, like, work on it, man. You got, like, what's that phrase about inside of every good artist, there's 100,000 bad drawings? Work through them, man. Make bad art. Make 100,000 bad drawings. You'll find the good ones, dude. They're in there. If you got into art in the first place, chances are you've got an eye for what looks cool. You'll fucking get it. You just, you know, gotta keep beating at it. Sorry, it's like one of the few things I'm actually talkatively passionate about, so you cracked the seal. I was like, oh yeah, motivation. Not so good. I love passionate people. Zia, something I've come to understand is most of us are extremely passionate about something. It's just most of us are passionate about stupid shit. You're walking down the street, you see a shitload of lotto tickets on the sidewalk, and you're like, yeah, someone was passionate about gambling, I guess. You know, like, so like, passion's just energy, man. So, like, you gotta kind of mind what you get passionate about sometimes. I would send you bits, but I ran out. You've given me like 1,000, dude. Don't even worry about it. On the topic of doing something big by doing 1 million little things. Like, seriously, you've probably given me like 30 bucks, dude. Out of pennies. Isn't that wild? Passions lever into addiction. That's why a lot of addicts are passionate people at their core. You'll notice that like whenever people do get sober and they've stopped feeding energy to demonic forces, we'll say, and start just doing other shit, they become like insufferable. They become marathon runners, or like they write a bunch of books that nobody wants to read, but they become productive and passionate about shit. So often. Oof. Ran my mouth a lot there. actually, hang on a sec. Grill canceled. Pick extra sunflowers. Passionate about the wrong things, or in my case, a lot of the time people turn to addictions because they'll self-medicate, because passionate minds are also very busy ones, and lacking intellectual or emotional intelligence makes it difficult to deal with all the energy you got up here sometimes, and that's how I became addicted to fucking liquor, because I couldn't stand thinking. I was also, you know, lacking discipline, so let's not forget that part. I wasn't preyed upon, I made a mistake. I'm addicted to me. Off-topic question, but Skits wanted to ask you if you have a fursuit. Like, a furry suit? No, I do not have a furry bag suit. I got a 3D printed robot fur head thing. Well, not fur, but like it's like a wolf robot head thing that I got printed hanging up in the other room. Crescent Mage actually printed it for me after I modeled it. It is, however, very dorky, so I, you know, loath to bring it out here. What's the best way to getting into madness animation? Like doing it yourself? I actually don't have a good answer for that, Monkey Green, because I got into it when no one was into it and no blueprints, so my learning experience was different. If I were to take a guess, I'd say get into like the Discord of Madness, or maybe even the Madness Project Nexus Discord, and go for the resource section looking for sprite sheets and shit. That will also put you in touch with people who are also new and excited about animating in Madness, or Madness style, so hopefully they'll be able to talk to you about it, maybe give you some tips, and set you up with the software and sprite sheets you need, as well as all the other pointers, because like there's a million ways to go about all this shit. Can I... I had a horrible dream that an evil shadow person commissioned me for a fursuit and then came to my house and sped up the flow of time to make me work faster. That's fucking great. What a shitty dream. God, I love bad dreams. I haven't had, like, I don't know. My dreams are just entertaining now, even when they fuck with me. Like, you ever have a dream that you take personally and you're just, like, fuming all day about it? Like, it figured you out and made you out to be an asshole? Like, it got you. And you're like, you asshole. And now I'm mad and upset because I learned something about myself. The only time bad dreams fuck with me is if they keep me from getting sleep. But if I could wake up rested, then it's a fucking nightmare, man. I got 8 hours of sleep. You can't touch me. I hate when the symbolism in my dreams is so obvious. Dude, no, same. That makes me feel like an idiot. You know, like, who the fuck writes like that? Oh, wait, it's my brain. Really? You just, like, single transfer fucking allegory, like, in my Jesus Christ. That's too on the nose. You just hate yourself without even wanting. I look for reasons too. Jesus Christ, I am a fucking mess. You're right. Okay, that knife, I realize what's wrong with it. It's not got the right color on the blade. There you go. Correct. Let's put a proper hilt on you too. Yeah. What day with the Phobos plush? It's going to be next month, probably in the later part. My dreams are bizarre and incoherent. Most of my dreams are bizarre and incoherent. So like when they become like coalesce into like form and shape and less abstract, I get real interested. And then half the time, those dreams are just dog water, like clumsy allegory or like another dream where I'm in an endless fucking hallway of bathrooms again. Those are my stupid ass backrooms dreams. Let's see here. Yeah, we want more blood. Don't we? What if we did a big bloody smiley face on Gil? That's too macabre. It's worse when the symbolism isn't symbolism, it's just your brain kicking you. That's fucking wretched. I'm sorry you're putting out that fire, brother. That's hard. I keep getting those dreams of losing my teeth. I haven't had one of those in like 20 years. Like seriously, I was like 23 or 24 when last time I had them. I figured I stopped having them because I got out of boxing, so I wasn't being punched in the head anymore. But I don't know. There's always a lot of things going on. I never lost my teeth, but I've had those dreams where you're hitting someone and your punches do nothing. Now, I had those for the longest time until it all revolves around boxing. Until I got into boxing and started punching people, and then I know what it felt like to, like, hit, like, hard. And once I got really, really familiar with that, all my dreams became very, very damaging. I honestly think the only reason I had dreams like that is because I didn't know what it meant to, like, punch someone with your whole ass arm. I will die without punching anyone, and I will be proud about it. I hope I never have to punch anyone, like, outside the confines of a, you know, friendly sport kind of situation. Really rather not let it come to that, you know? Billions must peacemaking. Fucking killing me, I love that shit. Billions must blank is still funny. Krinkels hosted an event at a TwitchCon where we all line up to get punched. Oh God, please. Should I just send them an email now? Say, hey, listen, I got a couple fans in my Twitch chat. Really like to get punched in the stomach and face. Can we set that up at TwitchCon? Or Twitch Festival, Twitchcapades, whatever the fuck you guys call that thing? I'm sure they'll take that disrespect as playful. It would take like 3 people coming through that line before some dude with abs of steel would come through and just break all my fucking fingers with a punch. But you know what? Still a pretty cool Friday. I feel like the Get Punched by Krinkels event would go on the news. Wait. Bovine Appreciator. Back that up. Could I leverage that attention into more sold copies of Madness Project Nexus? Because you see, there's a situation here where I'm punching people, and getting paid a lot of money for it. Because like, if I could do that, that'd make me the coolest motherfucker on the planet. At least for 10 minutes. Some people would def pay money for that. Well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the kind of people who would pay money for that experience are going to be, they're not going to be cool about it. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? So yeah, between that and Baliev's Hux mentioning that fame is not a good thing, I think it's probably best I play in the Little Leagues. I once had a dream where I was... In Spain, there was a dude that asked people to gather in a park and get drop kicked by him. That dude sounds awesome. He's my Spanish spirit animal out there. Is his name Matt too? Oh no, you read the message. That's enough. If it makes you feel any better, Crank, I also had a dream where Demos was trying to kill me, which was also hot. And you guys have hot dreams. Never once in my life. It's always shit breaking in my dreams. I break a lot of shit in my dreams. I have a lot of context for breaking shit in my dream, or for my dreams. I just realized. Because I remember, like, my first job ever was at this place called Cub Foods. I was 15 years old, had to get a work permit and everything. We were making like $4.75 an hour because it was still like the 90s, and we were maintenance, which was effectively just mopping the floor, facing the shelves, and occasionally helping someone out with their groceries. In addition to that, we would also have to take garbage and put it in a compactor. And breaking shit in the compactor was always a lot of fun because sometimes we just get shit that has to go in there and we'd break it before putting it in. And one of them was when they replaced all the light bulbs in the store, and it was like a big, grocery store. So hundreds of these light bulbs about yay long, and me and my pal, my little shithead friend, a couple of 15-year-olds were just sitting there with this giant pallet of light bulbs, just hucking them in there, smashing them to pieces. It took us like an hour, but the boss didn't give a shit. But that was probably the most fun I had at that place. Just breaking hundreds of goddamn light bulbs in the trash compactor. How's the brainstorming thought process going for MC13? Just curious if You always jot down ideas. Yeah, okay, so I'll talk to you about some ideas that I had that I totally threw away. One of them was to start the whole episode of Madness Combat 13 with Sanford removed from the main group and doing his own thing, just kind of wandering far, far, far the fuck away and ignoring phone calls from Doc. And I wanted to do that to like set up for him to come back at the end, but then I didn't like that idea. I want them to all be there from the beginning. So that was an idea I tossed. And I had this like the reason for it was like I wanted this thing going on where Sanford had to get far away from the central occurrent in order to see the auditor in such a way that would allow him to kill him or something. The idea is half-baked and thrown out, but, you know, since you're asking, there's some of my throw-out ideas. Usually I just come up with an idea of what I want to see in the cartoon, a couple of story beats that would kick ass, and how do I facilitate it. I know how it ends. I know how 13 ends. I just don't know how it begins. Because it begins clearly right after 12, but what's happening? You know, which direction, which vector does everyone go, and how do they recollect to make violence? So I can't pronounce that name. Who is that? Thuskara Pollen? I'd be stunned if I said that even sort of correct. But yeah, this idea of like Sanford just like on a bike, and he's ignoring a phone call, and then he's on foot hiking and he ignores a phone call. He's going up a mountain, he ignores a phone call, and then he's at the top of a mountain, he ignores a phone call, and then he looks out, and then like something happens to his brain. He's like, no, I just needed to get close to the nowhere. And then I was like, wait, that's fucking stupid. Like it can be made to look cool, but like that's a whole lot of time where no violence is happening. Said for the type of guy to leave people on red. He's traumatized. He's had a very tough time. He's not answering his phone for a minute. All right? It's okay. But no, I eventually pulled back from that one because it doesn't sound action-packed enough. It seems like it tries a little too hard to discuss what Nevada is, which is a fun thing to, you know, talk about, but I don't want whole plot points to, like, lever on it too hard. Wait, no, that's what the whole thing's done. Anyways, no, I just don't like that start. I just don't like it. Oh shit, we talking about the Gruder? Fucking Gruder. I love that cartoon so much. It was a really, really fucking solid entry. We should watch more Madness Day cartoons. We should just go back and watch them all again. Fuck it. Let's watch Grotesque again. I like that one. Interworld. Interworld was good too. I mean, of course it was. Gruder emote. Need to ask him if that's even cool, you know? It would be cool. You are absolutely correct. Alright, hang on a sec. This stream's been going for like 2.5 hours. It's time to stretch out my fucking guts. Oh, fuck. Watch an old man stretch. There you go. It's that lower back, man. Everyone stretch, yeah. What was that Metal Gear game where you had to work around those guys stretching their necks? I thought that was always fucking clever. Stretching stream. Wait, people do that. People do yoga streams. How much more money do you think I could be worth if I jump onto a yoga stream? Metal Gear Solid 2. I believe it was that one. Yeah, yeah. There was like a whole room with like maybe 150 dudes. And the guy commanding them says, "You guys look tense. We're going to do neck exercises. Everyone look left." And that's when you run by because no one can see you. Krinkels, when will madness explode? It's not an explosive material. What are you talking about? Gil's got a bloody finger. Bloody finger Gil, that's what they call him. Oh, bloody finger Gil. Where are you going with that bloody ass finger? I think these will be fun drawings to spend like an enormous amount of time on. I'm just getting this image in my head of like, here, let me, that normal's just fine. Of like, oh, what the hell are you doing in the multiply layer? Of like a shitload of brass lying around. Another gun maybe, but like brass all over the place. Maybe a sword, like so. Oops. Just brass, 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 brass. In fact, maybe even like a mountain of brass back there. You can just see it from the fucking... Yeah, I feel like with extra details, something like this could be great, and this could be pushed into something great. Because, you know, like, you can't render great, just render a lot. Yes, my bloody little guy. Wow, that is not a sphere shape. I need practice. That is not a sphere. I fucked that way up. It's the cube. Shit, Rotten Clanker, actually. If you're interested in learning how to draw in perspective, like, well, I have this book which has helped me a lot. And I know I throw you guys to books a lot, but this one is called How to Draw by Scott Robertson with Thomas Bertling. This book right here, if you get your hands on it, I absolutely recommend it because the information in here about like the simplest way of handling your 3D objects is actually explained out here really well with language that you could understand. Highly recommended book for more technical drawing and just generally learning how to render 3D objects render 3D objects in a 2D space. No, the book is enormous. The book is without a doubt the most information and technically impressive book I've got. Meaning that like no matter how smart or good you get, you're gonna find something useful in there. Scott Robertson.
What is that name?
Scott Robertson. Robertson, not Robinson. But that's a book I swear by. Now, fair warning before you buy it, because it's a little pricey for a book. I think it's like $40. That's when I got it. It's dry. It's very boring. So you really need to bring your enthusiasm for this, otherwise you're going to fall asleep reading it. But trust, your enthusiasm for rendering in 3D will be brought here, it will be applied to this, and you will grow stronger. You just got to maintain the enthusiasm. There's also PDFs out there, which I have to recommend. I want to see some right quick. Damn it. Oh wait, Is my resolution on this image like really, really poor? Oh no, 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 no. Okay, 4,500 wide? Really? 5,400 tall. Okay, you're just extra. That's all you are. Okay, that makes me feel a little better about it. Fraudmos? Fraudmos. You're not a Burger Gill fan. You're a Fraudmos. Oops. Whoa, the blood, it's wandered away and now everyone's fine. Yay. Okay, that's just the fuck. Scoop the blood off the floor and put it back into Kill and save him. Yeah, that's all he's missing. Just a little bit of blood, that's all. You recommend Postal 2 for what? Playing? Just for fun? Yeah, it's a great game. You should probably play Postal 1 first, though, just so you can kind of get the shift between 1 and 2. Yeah. Because, like, I forgot all about that ending of Postal 1, and it fucked me up now that I, like, reminded of it. And I was like, oh yeah, they were going for something there. They, like, had a statement, you know? But is Postal 1 on Steam? I don't know, man. I actually haven't played that game in a very long time. Shit, we've been at this for 3 hours. This looks flat. This looks very flat. This looks flat too. I think it just needs more. It needs more. It's the cracks that were underneath Hank that like looked cool. What can look cool here? A grid floor like a diner? Perspective lines are trash. I don't know if they add anything. Not so sure about this one. Actually, yeah, you point out the fact that blood could be seeping between the gaps. I'm talking myself into it. Give the blood some shine. Oh, there will be shine on the blood. I did a bit of that over here. You'll probably seeing. I'm not bothering with that until more of the compositional things stop pissing me off, and that's one of them. The background itself has too few things to say. What are Demos' thoughts killing Gil? Oh man, you played the game. He wasn't happy about it. It's just like, cracks are cool because you can draw them wherever and it's fine. However, if you're drawing like geometric shapes, you better have that shit on lock. I could just put cracks around him too. I mean, why not? Okay. I think I'm gonna do the cracks thing because it would fit with the other two, with the cracks here and the, well, presence of cracks here. It's kind of sad. It's because they're mean. The HW's mean. They don't know what they're talking about. Sanford's beautiful. They're just mean. I think I'm going to put cracks here. However, I've been doing this for like 3 hours and I kind of want to take a break, you know, get a little bit of snack. Maybe walk around a little bit. Should we just come back to this Wednesday? How do you feel about that? Wednesday, maybe 6:30 p.m. EST? Yeah, it do sound cool. It's time to rest the Krinkels. Yeah, we did have tons of fun. It's kind of nice to get away from that Madness Day stuff. And that stuff's fun and all, but like, man, that is fucking bananas. It's crazy. It drives me nuts. But yeah, Wednesday evening, we will come back to this. So let's see if anyone needs rating before I just fuck off. How about my following? Who are these people? Oh shit. Lochner's playing. You guys want to see what Lochner's playing Destiny? Let's go bother Lochner. Clack. What? I don't want to knock. Couple seconds left. Get out of my face and go get into his.